Fit like it, folks, welcome back to the channel. Now, I've owned this 2020 BMW R1250 GS for just over 3 years and we've clocked up just over 50,000 miles together. If you're thinking about owning one of these best bikes in the world, then stick around because I've got a lot to tell you. More bears. Oh my god, more bears. We're going swimming. The BMW R1250 GS is an iconic adventure motorcycle that's known for its reliability and performance. I've taken the beast on quite the journey over the last 3 years, covering all terrains and in all weathers. We're going swimming. And today, I'll give you a proper, real-world, comprehensive review. One of the reasons it's made it this far is I stick to the service intervals. It's every 6,000 miles on the GS, which is just a simple oil and filter change, and the big one is every second, so every 12,000 miles, that's the valve clearances. Contrary to what so many non-GS owners say, the GS is actually the cheapest bike I've ever owned in terms of servicing. With that 6,000 mile service, that's generally between about 160 and maybe 250 quid, depending on your dealership. And the big service, the valve clearance, well, that's normally between about 350 and 450 quid. Although my latest one, the 48,000 mile, that was 700 odd quid. But I think it does vary from dealership to dealership. Normally you're looking around the 450 mark. In comparison, the valve clearance on my Gixxer here, well, that was over 750 quid 10 years ago. In over 3 years ownership and over 50,000 miles, the only issue I've had with this bike is the front shock started to fail and the steering lock failed just before the end of the 3-year warranty period. Thankfully it got covered by warranty in the end, but if it hadn't, that would have been around 2 grand. To put it into perspective, I've had 3 GSs now, done well over 150,000 miles, and that is the only major issue across all 3. With GS ownership, the expensive part comes when you need any parts. If you buy OEM, then you're going to be paying premium prices. But the tinterweb is your friend. Now, let's discuss performance. The R1250 GS excels both on and off-road. Its 1254cc engine delivers smooth power and it handles like a dream. Whether you're cruising along the tarmac, ripping up the track, or tackling challenging trails, this bike can do it all. Yes! So, when you're racking up the miles, comfort is key. And the GS offers you a nice upright riding position, comfortable seats for both you and the pillion, and its cracking dynamic ESA, which is electronic suspension adjustment. It's a clever bit of kit, this tractor. It works out how heavy a load you're carrying, and then adjust the suspension accordingly depending on whether you have it in dynamic, road, rain, depending on what sort of terrain you're riding over. It's constantly monitoring all of that, and it'll adjust all your suspension and dampening to give you the desired ride. So whether you're carrying a bit of luggage or luggage and a pillion, you don't need to do anything. The bike sorts it all out for you. Now, I know there's going to be non-believers out there, but this is the most comfortable bike I've ever owned. I've done John O'Groats to Land's End umpteen times, and if you're going to be doing big mileage, a bike like the tractor makes it a breeze. Now, BMW doesn't skimp on tech. The R1250 GS comes equipped with features like ABS, which you can turn on and off, traction control, multiple riding modes, and a high-resolution display. It's like having a computer on 2 wheels. Now, BMW have nailed the ergonomics with the GS, much like all the Boxer models, apart from the R18, so the GS, RT, RS, all the smaller GS models. The button layout, the sort of cockpit layout, is pretty much the same. So if you've ridden one, you'll be very familiar with it. You can see here, all your buttons are nice and easy to reach with your thumbs. It's very intuitive, really easy to work whilst you're riding. Lovely, great big display there. It's got full connectivity. You can connect it to the BMW Connected app, which will give you sat-nav, turn-by-turn navigation on that screen there. It'll also log analytics of your ride, lean angle, speed, max speed, all that sort of stuff. your actual route as well, and you can import, export GPX files from that. I don't bother with any of that because I use Kalimoto. The sat-nav cradle, well, you can buy things like I've got here. It's a phone mount that just clips straight into the sat-nav cradle, and bang, there you go. Nice and easy. That even charges my phone. I think it's about 40 quid on eBay. I'll leave links down below. Talking of connectivity, if you do use a sat-nav, you can connect that to the bike, and you can connect your comms unit as well to the bike if you want. I don't bother with any of that because I've got the Cardo Edge system, so I can listen to all my music, take phone calls. I can even listen to the sat-nav on my phone, giving voice direction if I want. I don't use that, but you can do it. The heated grips, because this is a 2020 model, it's only got 2 levels. However, after that, I think from mid-2020 onwards, they come with 3. And anyone that's ever had BMW heated grips knows they are hot. I ride all year round with just my skinny summer gloves, and the heated grips combination with these lovely big handguards mean that I can get away with that all year round. The only niggle I've got with the BMW cockpit area is BMW just seem to point blank refuse to make these buttons backlit. People have been on at them for years to do it, and they're just not taking a hint. Apparently the new 1300 GS, which has just come out, apparently even that doesn't have backlit. And when the likes of Triumph and KTM do, well, come on BMW, embrace the change. Let's just make the best bike in the world even better.
Now, if you're planning to tour, the GS is ready. It offers ample luggage space, perfect for long adventures. You can pack everything you need without sacrificing handling or performance.
So, after 50,000 miles of adventures and countless memories, the BMW R1250 GS still stands as one of the best adventure bikes out there. It's versatile, it's practical, and if you're thinking about owning one, go for it. Yes, there are more engaging big adventure bikes, like the KTM Super Adventure S or the Ducati Multistrada. But ownership of them, it comes at a price, and it's entirely dependent on the quality of your dealership. The beauty of owning a tractor is I can walk into just about any BMW dealership anywhere in the world, and I'll get the same levels of top-notch customer service that I'll get right here in Blighty. If you've enjoyed this, folks, make sure you like, comment and subscribe, and let me know your experiences with the BMW R1250 GS. Out with the old.